Hello again. I decided to do another quick little video about, I had talked about wanting to talk less to my loved ones, the people closest to me in my life. Because not that talking to people is a problem, that I think is what they say, is like the goal, right? Like to be open and communicative and everything. But in my case, feeling like I talk a lot, um, and if it's confusing at all to folks why I would want to try to talk less to the people closest to me, I wanted to explain uh, the notion of compassion fatigue, which is something that I recently learned about in a caregiver support group meeting that I attended. Basically, you have the people in your life that love you and care about you, and these are the people that you would most likely talk to and confide in or vent to or look for support, like when you need to brainstorm or brain dump. And you trust these people, you love them, they love you. So of course these would be the people that you go to when you're going through difficult times. And a lot of people in a caregiving situation, there's a lot of stress and upset and grief and different things. So that, and then whatever other situations in life, like in my case, my health issues, yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. And so you as the person, it's a lot for you to think those thoughts and feel those feelings and deal with those realities. And in cases like people like me, where you get a lot of relief and I don't even know what do I get out of, confiding in people a lot or venting to people or wanting other people to brainstorm with, or there's definitely a sense of relief from my anxiety, kind of like putting it on the table, putting it out there that there's a lot going on and I'm struggling with it and I'm having difficult feelings, whether it's more like depressive sort of things or anxious sort of things. Maybe there's confusion, maybe there's worry, maybe there's the notion of like trying to figure stuff out, like where to go from here, how to handle these things. And for me, talking that out with people seems to be like my go-to method of processing. Yeah, let's call it processing. I process a lot of what I go through by talking it out with people that I love and I trust, who, are there to help support me. But in this caregiver support meeting, I found out that if you do that too much, too often, especially with people who are not prepared or interested in being that kind of a support for you, or maybe not all the time, then you risk causing something called compassion fatigue. So it's not that these people don't love you or don't care about you or don't want to help in some way or don't want to understand what you're going through. It's just that as hard as it is for you going through it, whatever it is you're going through, um, it's hard for them to listen to. It's hard for them to hear that over and over, to watch that, especially if there's certain patterns that you repeat, or if there's certain things in the scenario that they don't understand or they don't agree with. Like maybe you're being a caregiver to somebody who has a history of being abusive to you, let's say. Um, Other people see what you go through and know what you deal with, what you have been dealing with, and they don't understand, like, why would you do that? Why would you choose to put your energy to that or spend time in that way? And so it can be very frustrating for them or concerning for them or just upsetting in some way to them to have to see you going through that or dealing with that or listen to you cry or complain about that all the time. And their love for you, their care for you, their concern doesn't go away. It just sort of starts to, I don't know if numbness is the right way to say it, but they go through a sort of compassion fatigue where there's only so much reassurance that they can give. There's only so much support they can offer. There's only so many times they want to, you know, watch the train wreck with you on it and them having a front row seat. Like, yeah. So, and again, this compassion fatigue is not something that they choose. It's not something that they're possibly maybe even aware of. But it's a thing. And when I realized, hearing about this information in this support group meeting, I realized, like, yeah, I think that